You're on.
Come on. This is the free directory guide. This is a WordPress website. I built it with the Genesis theme. It has no content. There's no content in the site. There's just a lot of titles and some short code references. The content comes from a site that's provided by Citigrid Media. So the site itself is really empty. So this is it's a different way of using WordPress. It's a more programmerly way. I use WordPress here, and I have this lovely blue diagram which you're all welcome to look at. I didn't realize I was going to be in such a big table. So basically, WordPress just provides the theme. It has some basic page framework so that you can move around and navigate. There's some posts, so I can use categories. I use the sidebars and the widgets, and of course the SEO that Genesis provides. And some of the tricky things, and of course I didn't have to write an administration interface because I bought that with WordPress. And my clients really liked that because they came from an HTML site, and only the HTML guys could do anything. So they couldn't add pages, they really want to make pages for SEO so that there's somewhere, there's landing pages. One of the tricky things that was with this site, aside from the fact that I had to imagine how it was going to work, is that in addition to being accessed normally through WordPress, it also has to be accessible from the Google search engine results pages. And so it has to be accessed by URL. So it has to take it takes a what and a where. This is the format of the queries that they would sell to Google when they bought whatever keywords they were buying. And so you can actually go to the site and type in, I want to see let's try Alamo. Sorry. What is the page? And where was Alamo CA? Then you can see Alamo Hay and Grain comes up. So they can sell the keywords and have links set in. And then in addition, you can also move around.
So where's that content coming from? The Alamo Hay and Grain?
It's a company named Citigrid Media, and they sell to merchants listings, and then they provide this information via an API call.
So that's not in WordPress database anyway.
It's not in the WordPress database at all.
So every time I make a query, is the API hit?
Every time you make a query for one of these pages,
the API gets called.
The API gets pulled up. This is the API down here. This is the Citigrid Media. I also use a GeoIP database so that I can set your initial location via IP address. Not always accurate, but close. So it's kind of a weird setup because of the integration of the front end with the back. Now, I also have I use shortcuts. Basically, every time I initiate a page, this is kind of what the page looks like. Here's one for the local listing page. Here's one. Here's one for the profile page, and then this multi-page where you see a whole bunch of different listings on it. I made up a whole. Their site is slow. It's been slow for the last couple of days. That's so that provides like this kind of layout here. So these are all hot links.
So these are short codes
short codes and links to other pages via that URL.
Which you built a custom plugin that uses shortcodes for?
Oh yeah, and I have widgets for the sidebars. I have a widget so that they can do some SEO. See, it says local businesses, and they can pop. That's just a text thing, but I have a short code in there that will pull up like what you're searching on and where, so that the content is targeted. I saw
10 seconds.
I saw another neat site where they actually used a tag cloud to generate for places. So I want to try and convince them that they want to.
So is this for a business or is this like a theme?
This is a business. This was a contract that I built. So.
Oh, then you built for something.
Right, I built for someone. It is a plugin though. I built it so it's not theme dependent. So I might have